Now, the deuce close has just been a standard formation that a lot of players have been using for a long time. I like this particular formation primarily because it's got some pretty cool plays that I've been using for years. In particular, I like the spacing switch. Is a really good play to go ahead and use as a quick snapper, and you can actually flip it without giving your opponent any kind of tell to actually make progressions and reads very quick. I'm going to keep the halfback zone. Another play I want to do, if I got an uncovered center, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the 0-1 trap, and then you have your play action X post cross. I'm sure that if you've been playing Madden long enough, you have run into this particular play, have struggled with it or had some issues with it. So it's just a nice little play to have in your back pocket against your opponent. So now with some of the changes in this game, you can get a little bit more creative. So that's what I do like about it. But we're just going to come out of the zone play and kind of go from there as far as what we're gonna run against. So I'm gonna go against random defenses. Now, if the center is uncovered, and I'm gonna quickly audible into this and just do the trap play. The trap play is a great play to use against your opponent if he's not covering a center. Now, if the center is covered, you see how he's covered like that. Now you want to do an inside zone play if you're gonna try to run the ball. At that type of a front where I've got like 7 or 8 guys down in the box, I'm probably going to go into some type of passing play. But see how he's uncovered like this? I'm going to just go ahead and jump into the trap. And you can see how the blocking gets to the next level. And you're going to get 4 or 5 yards off that, and sometimes break more because there's just not going to be anybody in that area. So that's one of the reasons why I put that trap play into the scheme, is something I can quickly jump into with a quick audible from that. But you have your zone. You can flip the play, go to the zone off to one other side. So you got your basically your runs. I wish there was a wide zone and be a little bit more happier with that. Now, spacing switch is a play that I've been running for a long time, and I like to make one adjustment. The whites, the wide receiver side where the swing route by the running back is going, I like to put that guy in a curl. He's going to be my first progression, and then I'm going to kind of go from there with my progressions. So typically what I like to do with this particular play is I like to watch this guy right here and just see if I get man-to-man coverage. If guys float up in a zone, I can go ahead and see if I can hit this route off the left. You can see I picked up an easy 10 yards off that little flat route because these defenders are falling back. But a lot of times what happens is I'll just watch this route, and then I'm going to make a progression to this route. Look to sit. I got this route right here I can hit, and then I've got the running back underneath. So what's cool about this is that you can use this type of play. This is really good against these 3-high shell type stuff. And if I get one-on-one, I'm just going to go and throw that ball right away. Now what's cool about it too is that this play you can flip. So you can try to prevent your opponent from like kind of picking up any kind of tendencies and stuff like that. So you can flip the play really simple with that route progression. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can watch the progressions fully through. All right, you can see this is what happens. You can see that area gets the defender actually has to go ahead and play that route. So I'll watch this route. If this guy actually gets covered up, if I don't want to, if this guy uses this away, I'm going to go ahead and look to this route right here. This actually got taken away, and look how this guy's actually playing this route, and then actually has to come down to the running back route. Now I got to this progression a little bit too late, but if I've thrown this ball right now, or basically if I got it out, yeah, so I did got to get it out to a little bit late, but you can see you can actually get an easy completion, and I've broken a lot of tackles with that. So we're going to go ahead and run this up one more time. So you can see the guy's floating up, and there's your little check down, and then the running back route would be the last route. So I love this. It's just it keeps things inside. You still stretch your opponent horizontally. So if he doesn't have anybody that actually attacks, you can actually get some really easy yards. Now, the last play we're going to take a look at is obviously a play that you may have seen before. It's this play action X cross. What I like to do is to actually build out another type of progression or man read. I like to go underneath if I can get it, but oh god, that was a bad play. That was a bad throw. Basically, what I like to do is have some type of progression over the middle of the field with this. So, you could do a slant route like so with the one tight end. he gets underneath the coverages that you can attack your opponent. But really what we're trying to do is we're trying to open up the deep crossing route of Donzie, because he actually will get really good separation, and that deep post will pull guys, will pull that safety people out of position. So you got your little crosser right here. We can go ahead and take Komet, put him on a, underneath. And you want to go to those underneath routes quick if you got a blitzer. So that's one of the things you want to take in consideration. So I love this is just because it's very simple and easy. Here you go. We get this post. So if he had a little bit more room, that ball probably would have been thrown a little bit further. But this is what I love about this play. It's such a simple play. Been working for years. All right, that was a bad throw. The defender was floating into that area, but that's what I love about this particular scheme. It's just really easy to jump into, and I'm blending this in with a lot of other formations, so I'm not really trying to give my opponent any kind of tendencies or tells. One thing you might want to do instead of a slant is obviously do a drag. That's going to kind of give you a nice little check underneath. Look at that. There's nobody matches with this guy. This guy's naked on the backside. So man blitzing might be crossover and these guys get rubbed. It's just a really good play. So I really love this play. It's such a good play to have in your arsenal, because now you've got these deep crossers that you can hit against your opponent and really get big chunk yards. So let's go ahead and jump to the next formation.